Hi guys, this is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. Wanted to do a little mini garden tour, if you want to call it a garden tour, because I have, of course, not got flowing plants yet, but I do have a lot of things in the ground. On this planter, I planted cilantro along the back, and I planted some Danvers carrots in the middle. I planted sage in this corner and some mixed lettuce from Will It Grow in this corner. And these are my two volunteers. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I left them as they are just to see what they are. I'm trying to remember what grew here that has leaves that look like that. So pretty sure it's not a weed because I haven't got any weeds in my raised planter. But if you look real close, you can see the tiny green coming up on the lettuce. I have little multi points of green going on here. Okay, this here is my strawberry bed. And I'm going to try to put some strawberries down on this end too and add some potting soil. And over here, I have planted, on the very end, I planted basil. And right here, I have purple Cherokee tomatoes. I believe I got those from Jason Avers. In the middle, I planted a basil. I planted San Marzano tomatoes. And then a basil in the middle. And I planted speckled Roman tomato from Shed Wars John at Will It Grow and Homestead Aquarius, and a basil in the middle. And I planted David Davison's tomatoes from Shed Wars John at Will It Grow and Robert Homestead Aquarius, basil. And then my last tomato on this row, Italian Roma tomato from Shed Wars. And then in this corner, I planted some zinnias that I thought would be good for pollinating. So I've got my tomatoes protected with basil. And I was working on cleaning up this yard today. So if I start breathing heavy, this is my tomato bed. And the white is actually something I've put on it for ants. Okay, and in this one, I've planted my zucchini, and I have one style of zucchini on half and another style of zucchini on the other half, and I have labeled the ends of it with what brand of. Now I'm treating ants on this end of the bed. This right here is my onions, some more onions. So I'm going to have this small bed of onions and this long bed of onions. I planted about 1/3 of this bed so far. And over here in the tires for my weird container growing challenge, which you may enter anytime in the summer, I planted yellow squash. Okay, and over here, I have in my barrel a San Marzano tomato for my single C challenge put out by Scott Head. And also in this turquoise colored barrel or tote, I have a cherry tomato. And in that trash can, I'm going to add a nice layer of topsoil, and I'm probably going to plant another tomato in there because I have so many different tomato varieties. So I've been working on cleaning up the yard today. And we had 2 of these black compost bins. I decided I wanted to use one for a gardening bed. So I'm going to add some more stuff to this one. And I'm going to plant some peppers in this bed right here. This is going to be a pepper bed. And then back here, I have my wild pumpkin gourd area Now I don't have soil on it. I've added chicken manure and some old soil from some old pots, leaves and sticks, and I'm just going to let these grow naturally. Now I put this around it to protect it from the water from flooding, and I'm just going to let this whole area back here be a wild pumpkin garden. Hopefully I can get hubby to let it grow wild. So I'm just going to let it grow right over the sides. I still have a lot of work to do out here. I need to set up my pots with some plants and stuff, so there's still a lot to be done. But I have done quite a bit, and it'll all get done eventually. Oh yes, I did think of one more thing. Right here, this trellis right here, I'm going to try to grow some loofah here. And so I'm going to need to till the area right underneath it. And I think I can get it growing sideways. And maybe even if I need to, I could get it growing up, on vines and stuff. If you have any information about loofah, please let me know. But this is going to be my loofah trellis. So I'll probably end up putting some sunflowers back here. They grew pretty well in that corner back there last year. And I'm going to have to do sunflowers in a couple of different spots because I have some from John at Will It Grow and I have some from Garden State Gardener, and I want to separate those two because one is for a challenge and one is just for fun. So I don't want to get the two of them mixed up. So everything is looking beautiful today. It's supposed to get up to 88 degrees. I don't know if it will, but it might. It might possibly get up to 88 degrees. So I still have a lot of plans out here. I have some peppers under the grow light, jalapenos. I'm trying to remember what the other kind of peppers I have. I have them all labeled though. I've done really good with labeling this year. And I'm hoping to do better on onions so that I can level up to a level 2 on my Shed Wars challenges. And I think my next step out here, I might paint my trellis over there and possibly finish painting my fence. I bought some more stain to finish staining this side of the fence first, and then I think the other side is actually the stained side. And then if I finish that, I might use some on our picnic table just to help preserve it. So this is my row. I only have 2 out of all those pots done, and I still have those pots over there. And I still need to plant my corn. So I still have a lot to do, but I've managed to do quite a bit. So I'll just keep working on it a little bit at a time until I get it all done. You guys have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys.